City of stars, are you shining just for me?
La La Land captures the essence of the classical Technicolor musical era in modern-day Hollywood. Its brilliance as a musical has been very heavily praised since its release, but something people are forgetting to consider are the most basic ways that this film tells us a story. It's the filmmaking techniques that really grip us into each scene, and is done so in some very basic ways, with the stylistic nature of a musical implemented into it. There is so much that can be said about La La Land, and all of the homages to other musicals made before that work as a base for this modern day masterpiece. I could talk all day about what makes this currently unique film so great, but I won't. Because it's still a relatively new film, and YouTube isn't the place to be putting footage of something so popular without any repercussions. Even the most minuscule amounts of footage I use is quite risky. So I'm just going to focus on a very small piece of the film, which nonetheless is quite impactful. We're going to have a look at this scene right here.
I'm nervous.
You are? Why?
Because, what if people show up?
Pishikaka. You're nervous about what they think?
I'm nervous to do it. I'm nervous to get up on a stage and perform for people. I mean, I don't need to say that to you.
It's gonna be incredible.
You don't get it.
Let's first look at the framing. We start off with a two-shot of Mia and Sebastian. This indicates that they're both sharing the frame as a couple who are having a conversation. This is accompanied by very minimalist and basic editing. Now, watch what happens when the conversation becomes a little more tense.
I don't know.
We're only seeing each character as they speak. They're not sharing the frame like they previously have been, and they're becoming increasingly one-sided. We also see that Mia and partially Sebastian are almost engulfed by their background. A soft green curtain is the only background piece that we can see, forcing the audience's attention to the facial expressions of each character. It seems like a very clear choice made by the filmmakers for the curtain to be green as opposed to something like red, which some filmmakers would have normally chosen for a romantic scene. In fact, it has the opposite effect of romance, conveying envy in a very implicit way. You will find on a colour wheel that green and red are opposite ends of the spectrum, leaving the idea that the audience gets to be the opposite of romance, from red to green and from romance to envy. This could be because of Mia's envy towards Sebastian's success as a musician, even though she knows that he doesn't like the music he's playing, and Sebastian's envy of Mia as she gets to pursue her dream of becoming an actress, however difficult and time-consuming it is for her. The jazz music that had been established by Mia previously in the film as background music and a conversation finally stops suddenly as the argument ends. As Sebastian insults Mia, it emphasizes not only Mia's reaction, but lets what was said sink into the conversation.
That people enjoy.
Since when do
Just
you
'cause I don't
care
enjoy
about
it doesn't
being
matter.
liked? Why do you care so much about being liked?
You're an actress. What are you talking about?
This scene right here stood out to me a lot when I first saw it in the cinema, looking at the Steadicam shots that were previously prevalent throughout the entire movie. The ones that make this such a fun musical are taken away, and the clear contrast that we get from this is an incredibly impactful shot type. This is the first time we see a shaky cam in the entire film. It really brings attention to the trouble that Sebastian and Mia are having in their relationship. I really love this film not only as a filmmaker, but as a moviegoer. It's always fun to watch a film that's so meticulously thought out, because the final piece can be really spectacular in more ways than one, which is exactly what La La Land has achieved. Not only is it a great film, but it is a great musical too. It really does deserve all of the attention that it's getting. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then feel free to leave a rating to let me know what you thought. My previous video is on the Pixar animated short film Piper, and the ways that Pixar tells a short story. I also wanted to give you all the attention of a good friend of mine. He just started his own podcast, which I think is great so far. So if you'd like to check it out, there will be a link in the description of this video. My name is James Hayes, and thank you for watching.